Hi, folks. Thank you so much for joining me. Today is our third week of our vocal harmony series. So, to give you a little recap, if you missed the first 2 weeks, the first week we worked on hearing individual pitches within a chord. So, for example, we heard a chord like this, and we practiced seeing if we could pick out this, and that pitch, knowing that each chord that we hear typically has 3 pitches. You could make a chord with just 2, but generally we learn chords as triads, triad meaning 3 separate pitches that are all sounding at the same time. In the second week of this series, we practiced holding our own part. And we did a little bit of song work where we were creating a kind of backing vocal type harmony and moving when our part maybe would clash with the chord being played. And today we're going to wrap it up by taking some well-known songs. I've got Christmas songs in mind. I know Christmas in July. For one simple reason, actually 2 simple reasons. They're generally pretty easy to create harmonies for, and I want to make things as easy on you as possible. And 2, we can use them copyright free. So let me know if you have questions as we go along. If you haven't been to one of these, just know that the first 45 minutes are for our lesson content, so working on harmonies, and then the final 15 minutes are set aside for Q&A. So if you have a question that doesn't get answered during the first main portion of the lesson, stick around for the last 15 minutes, but I will be checking the chat. And thank you, Nick. Thank you. We are 7 weeks away from new baby, so it's exciting. So we're going to start with Silent Night, and the way this is going to work is I'll remind you how the melody goes. I assume that most of these will be familiar for you, and if you have a Christmas carol, like a classic Christmas song to suggest, then go ahead and put that in the comment section. We'll start with Silent Night. We'll create a harmony. We'll make sure that it fits with the melody and the chords, and then we'll practice it a few different ways. I will sing it with you, I'll play it for you, and the very last step will be me singing the melody while you sing the harmony. But we'll kind of scaffold to get there, so it won't feel like you're being dropped into the deep end. And Nick, can you let me know if the piano is loud and clear today? And hi, Emmanuel, because we do want the piano working for a lesson like this. So let me know. Adriana, hi, good evening. Here's the piano again. Okay, perfect. Oh, walking in the air. Is walking in the air public domain? That would be a question to ask. And Supermax, you can ask it right now. No problem there. Okay, so Silent Night, let's see how it would feel in the key of G, because that's what I've got. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys the lyrics and the chords just in case you want them. I would recommend looking at the lyrics as we go. So let's take a look at just those first 4 words, Silent Night, Holy Night. And remember that the melody sounds like this. So we're going to be creating a harmony that follows that pattern and fits with this chord, but is higher or lower than those pitches that I just played. So again, melody's going Silent Night, Holy Night. If we listen to just the first chord, we can use that skill from week 1 to pick out a good starting pitch. So let's see if you can, by ear, pick out a pitch to sing that isn't this one. So you have two different pitch options within this triad. Since the melody is taking up this pitch, sigh, we could sing sigh, or we could sing sigh. And those pitches, by the way, it's a G major chord that's made of G, B, and D. The melody starts on D. So our other two options are B and G. I'm telling you that so that you know and that you could find them on your chromatic tuner or your piano app if you would like to. Most people who learn harmonies do it by ear. Most people are not getting into the nitty-gritty of music theory to figure out harmonies. But if you have an instrumental background of some kind or a sight reading background of some kind, this can be really helpful and take some of the guesswork out. So if you know that it's a G major chord and the melody starting on D, then now it's crystal clear. Okay, I've got two other options, G and B, because those are the other pitches in the chord. Okay. And Amarachi and Al's, awesome, welcome. So all you need to do is follow along. Our first harmony option, I'm going to start on the B, and it'll sound like this. Silent night, holy night. Those two parts together are going to sound like this. So I'm going to play the melody, sing the harmony, just so you can hear what it sounds like. Silent night, holy night. Okay, nothing clashes. It sounds good. The harmony and the melody are pretty close together, and that's usually a good thing. When we played the chord, it also sounded good. Silent night, holy night. So give that a try. You've got, I'll say, two different octave options for you. Now, high voices, if that's too low, you could be one octave higher. Silent night. But whatever you choose, we're starting on B. So we're going B, C, B, G. All right, here are those pitches again. Sing along this time if you want to. Ready and sing. Good. So we'll try it this time. Silent night, holy night. I'm going to sing with you, but I'm going to play the melody on the keyboard. So here we are. Hold your pitch, sigh, ready and sing. Silent night, holy night. How did that go? If you found that once I started playing on the piano, you wanted to sing with the piano, that's normal. Like we mentioned last week and maybe the week before, it's totally natural that you would want to match pitch with what you hear. And that's all that's happening. When you hear the melody, it's familiar to your ear, you know it. And when you hear someone else singing it, you want to sing it too. So that's okay. See if you can put on some blinders, some auditory blinders, and really lock in on what I'm singing rather than what the piano's doing. Okay, so here we are, silent night. One more time. Ready and sing. Silent night, holy night. Okay, we're going to give it one more try. I'm going to now switch places with the piano. So I will sing Silent Night, the melody, but I'm going to play your harmony part on the piano because the piano is loud, clear. So this time, put on your blinders, listen to the piano, and sing along with that. Okay, here you are, starting on that same note. Ready and sing. Silent night, holy night. How'd that go? Hopefully that was maybe even easier because I was playing the harmony in 2 octaves. Okay, last step before we move on is to let go of the harmony as a support and for you to be the only one singing the harmony. And this is how it is sometimes in a real life situation that you have one person on melody and one person on harmony. So you're both doing completely different things and you both have to really hold it down. So here's your note. This time I'm singing melody, you're singing harmony. Let's see how it goes. Ready and sing. Silent night, holy night. How'd it go? You can let me know if, like, at what phase you were able to, keep going or at what phase you had to drop out. Again, if you just started singing with me, the melody, that's normal. And that is pretty advanced to be able to hold a harmony part a cappella with no one else singing it. Okay, so answering a question or two, Nick was saying that was better on the lower octave and already getting used to the harmony more than the melody. So that's wonderful. That's exactly what you want to happen when you're learning a harmony is you want to basically make the harmony as familiar to you as the melody was. And that obviously takes some time, but ways you can do that are, of course, listening to the original song, but honing in on the harmony part instead of the melody. Basically, pretend like the melody doesn't exist, try to tune it out. And then an even easier way to do that is to spend some time listening to a karaoke track or a backing track where the backing vocals, the harmonies, are still there, but the melody has been removed. That's a very helpful tool for learning harmonies and practicing them. Okay, Supermax was asking before we move on, I think I found my voice, but I'm not sure. I took the smooth, non-nasal feeling of the NG and applied it to my range. It feels smooth, and my throat doesn't hurt anymore, even after loads of practice. That's wonderful. So I think finding your voice, I just will say one thing about that. If you're speaking, you've already found your voice. That is a big part of your singing voice. So what I hear you saying, though, is that, you kind of found a way to access more of your range with the NG sound. And that's wonderful. So I think that's what I'm taking from your comment is that you found more than just your chest voice or speaking voice. You found your way into maybe head voice or even mix as you're transitioning in and out, and that's awesome. So if there's a question there, let me know. But maybe not my voice, maybe more like a foundation. Yeah. So great. That sounds like good news to me. And Alls was saying, managed to do the harmony. Not sure if I can remember if I can do it again without your help. So if you wanted to practice this harmony further, then yeah, I would recommend looking up a version of Silent Night that has harmonies in it and learning those. Another way to do it would be if you found a version of this or a track for this in the key of G. And then you remember that we started on B. You could find your pitch B using a piano app or a chromatic tuner and, hold that pitch in your head. But I'm glad you bring that up because that is another tricky thing about learning harmonies is memorizing where your part is in relation to the melody. Okay, so I think, we could keep going with this song, but we might as well jump into something else. If anyone has a suggestion, it's got to be like an old Christmas carol in the public domain so that we can use it copyright free. If we went on, so I'm just going to finish out the next line. So we did Silent Night, Holy Night. Let's do All is Calm, All is Bright. And I'll be looking in the chat for song requests. Okay. So we've got Silent Night, Holy Night. Remember that the melody is Silent Night, Holy Night. And then all is calm, all is bright. So again, we're going to kind of follow that pattern of the melody. All is calm, all is bright, but on different pitches that also fit with the chord. So here's the chord underneath. The melody's here. So we've got two other options. There they are. All is calm, or all is calm. Now let's see what makes most sense given where we've come from. So we've just sung Silent Night, Holy Night, all is calm. That's a pretty big jump. So I would say it might make more sense to go Silent Night, Holy Night, all is calm. And then all is bright, probably. All is calm, all is bright. Let's see if that sounds good. All is calm, all is bright. Sounds good to me. So let's try that. Do, 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 do. Those pitches are D, D, A, B, B, G. Again, D, D, A, B, B, G. And we've just come from B, C, B, G, remember? So it is going to be a little bit of a jump. Silent Night, Holy Night, all. So the first thing we can do is just practice making that jump from night to all. That's a jump of a perfect fifth. Give that a try. Night, all. Again. Night, all. Again. Night, all. Perfect. Now adding on. All is calm, all is bright. I'm going to play that like 3 or 4 times in a row just to really hammer it into your brain. If you start getting bored of it, that's good. Ready and sing. All is calm, all is bright. Again. Last time. All right. So Supermax, the only issue with that is that a song like that I can't do in the context of a live lesson because it'll get a copyright strike, unfortunately. But this process that we're going through can be used for any song that you can imagine. We're analyzing the melody, analyzing the chords, seeing what we can sing that follows the general shape of the melody and also fits within the chord. So that's how we create harmonies in general, regardless of the song. All right, my friends, time to practice this. All is calm, all is bright. Yes, absolutely. So here's what that's going to sound like with the melody. All is calm, all is bright. Once more, just listening. All is calm, all is bright. Now, part of you is going to be listening to the melody, but try to really tune in with me. I will sing. Actually, I think so. Someone, I think it was Nick, said hearing the lower octave on the piano helped. So I'm going to play the harmony for you. And I'll sing the melody. All is calm, all is bright. Put on your blinders, pretend I don't exist to some degree. And here you are, starting at all is calm. Ready and sing. All is calm, all is bright. Again, and sing. All is calm, all is bright. Again, here's your pitch. All is calm, all is bright. Last time, here's your pitch. All is calm, all is bright. Okay, let's switch now. So this time I'll sing the harmony with you and I'll play the melody. I'm going to take a sip of water. If you haven't done the same in a while, go for it. Does the parallel of thirds apply in all harmonies? So that's essentially, actually, it's not quite what we're doing here. But Emmanuel is asking, basically, can you be in parallel thirds? Meaning if the melody is here, can you be a third away? Or, so yes and no. So in this example, a third lower, a minor third lower works. But a third higher does not work. Ooh, you know what? That works fine, even though it's you're just adding on a major seventh. Oh. It's like it almost works. It's not perfect. I might not sing that harmony, but in general, Emmanuel, there's going to be a harmony that works that's about a third away, and then a harmony that works that's a fourth or a fifth away, depending on if you're going up or down from the melody. So, like what we're doing here, all is calm, all is bright, all. We are a fifth lower, or a fourth higher, depending on what octave you want to sing in, where you are in relation to the melody. But can you always indiscriminately choose just a third away from the melody and expect it to work? No. It depends on where in the chord the melody is. So maybe we'll find a different example that makes that a little bit more clear. So, silent night, So the melody there, silent night, we started a third below it. Silent night, silent night. But could you be a third above it? Silent night. You're adding a major seventh there that doesn't sound super great. I certainly wouldn't do it if it was more than a third, more than one a third away, if that makes sense. Like I wouldn't do this. It just doesn't sound very good. Yeah, spicy. I hope that's answering your question, but it's helpful to understand that not like a triad. So let's take G major because that's the key that we're in. Melody happens to be starting on D, but then your options that really work well are B, which is a third away, and then G, which is a fifth away or a fourth away if you want to go up instead. Okay, Away in a Manger, thank you. That is a song that I can do. Let's put this together. This time I'm going to sing harmony with you. Where are we? All is calm, all is bright, and play the melody. Got your pitch? Ready and sing. All is calm, all is bright. One more time. All is calm, all is bright. Actually, two more times. Go again. All is calm, all is bright. Last time, again. Could you do it? I didn't warn you, but I stopped singing the harmony that very last time, and I just played the melody for you. So the question is, did you still sing all is calm, all is bright? Hi, Narcisa. Or when I started playing the melody, were you drawn to that? And again, it's okay if you were. So what I mentioned before, that a lot of people learn harmonies by ear, I would say the vast majority of folks who are working on harmonies aren't doing this. They aren't doing it at this level, challenging themselves to sing a cappella with another person so soon. Oftentimes we learn to harmonize in a choir where you have a ton of other people singing your same part, or at church where that's happening as well. Or you're learning by listening to the existing harmonies within a song. So whatever song it is, Supermax mentioned Heart Attack. So whatever harmonies exist within that track, you're learning those. So then you do have somebody to sing with. It's, Demi Lovato's backing vocalist or Demi Lovato herself, a layer of her in the track. So, yeah, just want to give you encouragement. If some of the steps in today's lesson feel not achievable for you, that's okay. You've got a lot of in between steps to take before you get to this level of it's just you and someone else and you're both singing separate things. Okay, let's go to Away in a Manger. This one is actually a little bit more involved. Like the melody gets a little bit more jumpy. And this song, I actually sing this song year round to my daughter because we have an Away in a Manger book. And so I sing throughout, and we keep all the books out all the time. So it's every season constantly, at least on the bookshelf. Okay, Away in a Manger. Let me get you the chords for this and the lyrics. And I'm going to mute to drink some water. Okay, if you're not familiar with this one, I'll sing a little bit of the melody. Away. Okay, need a different key for me. No crib for a bed. Let's see how key of D feels. Away in a manger, no crib for a bed. That feels good for me, so I'm gonna just be there. Away in a manger. So that's the melody. Starts on A in the key of D. And do 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 do. We're actually just walking down the scale. So we're going so fa mi mi re do do ti la so, or 5 5 4 3 3 2 1 1 7 6 5. So interesting. This is, I think, a good example of thirds not always working, because what would that sound like? Away in a manger, away in a manger. Again, it could be spicy or crunchy in a way that you like, but generally, I wouldn't do that unless it was like a jazz arrangement or, away. So I would start in thirds, away in a manger, and then I would deviate. Manger, no crib for a bed. Something like that. Away in a manger, no crib for a bed. I can't do because then we're landing on the same note. So away in a manger, no crib, crib for a bed. So it's almost, hi Elise, it's almost walking in thirds, away in a manger. Except for that, we're going to jump. No, and then we're back to thirds, crib for a bed, crib for a bed. So there's our harmony part that to me sounds better than if we're just in straight thirds the whole time. Away in a manger, no crib for a bed. Yeah, that's, my brain is going to have to work a little bit harder for this one. Where are we? Starting on F sharp. Away. So we're either here, away, or away. Away in a manger, no. Let's try just that. There you go. Away in a manger, no. Again, learning this harmony. Away in a manger, no. Again. Away in a manger, no. Then after that, we're going to step up and then back down in little stair steps. Crib for a bed, crib for a bed. Try that starting on crib. Again. Again. And like we said earlier, if you're bored of this part, good. Away away in a manger, no crib for a bed. I think it's also helpful to note that away in a main is same note, a main, and then journal, same note. So a manger, no. Everything else is walking up or down. So when we get to a manger, no, you can even do that with your hands. Same, 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 same. You have a little jump down, but your 2 notes the same and then 2 notes the same. Ooh, away. Ready? Putting it together, starting from away, the whole line. Ready and sing. Away in a manger, no crib for a bed. Again, you're welcome, Emmanuel. I hope that made sense. Usually Emmanuel had asked about the parallel thirds rule for creating harmonies, and it usually is how we begin learning harmonies, at least starting a third away. But then every now and then you're going to run into something funky where sticking within a third clashes with the chord underneath, and then you have to make a new plan. And usually that's just going maybe a fourth away or sometimes a fifth. Okay, here we are again. Ooh, ready and sing. Hi, Sheila. Away in a manger, no crib for a bed. One more time. Hopefully by now you've forgotten the melody. You're like, this is the melody. If you feel like that, that's perfect. Okay, I'm going to play the harmony part for you. I'm going to sing the melody now, if I can remember it. Your part's on the piano, so tune me out. Ready and sing. Away in a manger, no crib for a bed. Ooh, okay. That's tricky to play and sing at the same time because we are stopping at different points, moving at different points. So, okay, let's do that again. Here you are. Pay attention to the piano, not to me. Ready and sing. Away in a manger, no crib for a bed. Thank you, Sherry Lily. And I think I said hi, Sheila, but welcome. Again, maybe 2 more times. Ready and sing. Away in a manger, no crib for a bed. Last time, here you are. Away in a manger, no crib for a bed. Okay? Very last time, I'm going to drop out with the piano and just sing melody. So here you are away. Remember that you're going a manger, no. I promise that will help you. It can really trip you up because you're going to hear me moving when you're supposed to stay. Anyways. Ready and sing. Away in a manger, no crib for a bed. How'd it go? You would have to be probably pretty advanced to have kept on that harmony part solid. If you did it, big congrats. If you fell off the train, please don't worry because that was difficult. Okay. We have got about 20 minutes left together. Remember that the last 15 are usually Q&A time, but we'll keep going with some songs, and as questions come in, I'll prioritize those. Let's go to Silver Bells. Unless someone else has a Christmas carol, I will go to yours instead. So I want to do this one because it's a very jumpy melody. Yay, all's awesome. City sidewalks, busy sidewalks, dressed in holiday style. And I'm going to go maybe key of D instead. City sidewalks, busy sidewalks, dressed in holiday style. In the air, there's a feeling of Christmas. So this melody is very jumpy. City sidewalks. It's covering a lot of ground and a harmony part to go with that. City sidewalks, busy sidewalks. It could be just as jumpy. City sidewalks, busy sidewalks. Or it could be a little bit more stagnant. City sidewalks, busy sidewalks. City sidewalks, busy sidewalks. So I just wanted to throw this out there as an example that you don't always have to be lockstep moving like step for step with the melody. Sometimes you can stay city sidewalks instead of city sidewalks. It becomes a little bit more straightforward when you get to the chorus. Silver bells, silver bells. So let's see what our options are. What key are we in again? Oh yeah, D. So there's our melody. Silver bells. We're looking for a pitch that's going to fit with that chord. It's a D major, but isn't this pitch. So the one that's coming out nice and clear to me is silver bells. Silver bells. Sounds nice. Another option that we would have would be starting on the A. Silver bells, silver bells. But I don't really like that one as much. So let's do the one that starts on D. Silver bells, silver bells. Again, melody is here. Silver bells. This melody, similar to Away in a Manger, is just walking up the scale. It's going 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 1. And we're going silver bells, 1, 2, 3. Let's see if it sounds good if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it will. Silver bells, silver bells. And again, melody is here. Silver bells, silver bells. Yeah, that works. Easy peasy. So while the beginning of the song was an example of the straight thirds not working, this one this one works pretty beautifully, and it sounds good with the chord. So pretty straightforward. Let's give that a try. We are at the chorus of this. And we're singing here or here. So let's practice going silver bells, silver bells. Ready and sing. Silver bells, silver bells. Again. Silver bells, silver bells. One more time. Silver bells, silver bells. And it's because it's like exactly the same pattern, at least going up in steps as the melody, you might even get confused. You're like, wait, is that the harmony or is that the melody? And you'd kind of need to hear it in context for that to be really clear. Silver bells, silver bells. Let's have you sing the harmony because it's a very, very simple one, just with the chords. Okay? Ready and sing. Silver bells, silver bells. Ready again. Silver bells. Last time. Okay. So this should be in your head, just hammered in. Silver bells, silver bells. I'm going to add on the melody now. So I'll sing the harmony with you once. And then the next time I'll sing the melody. But you keep going on harmony. Do, 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 do. Just remember that it is kind of a big jump back down to your starting point. So silver bells, silver bells. You're going to start again. All right. Ready and sing. Silver bells, silver bells. Again, here we go. Silver bells, silver bells. Could you do it? If you're singing the harmony in the upper octave, as I've been doing, then you are above me. You're here, I'm here. If you're singing the harmony in the lower octave, so right here, you are below me because we're like this. So that's going to have a bit of a different feeling, and that's also helpful to note as you're learning or creating harmonies. Where are you in relation to the melody? Are you above? Are you below? And some of that is going to depend on, well, a lot of that is going to depend on your vocal range. So anyways, it's still the same harmony part for all intents and purposes. It's the same scale degrees. It sounds very similar. It's just in a different octave that it's being sung. Okay. Supermax asks, what is the key to staying on pitch and singing on key for the song I'm learning? So it depends on what issue it is that you're having. I would say, I'll give you a lot of advice and you can, take what helps and leave the rest. So I think my shortest answer is the key to staying on pitch and not deviating from the key for a beginner is going to be spending a lot of time with the original so that you have the original artist, the singing the lead vocal for you to sing along with, and really paying close attention to whether or not you are matching pitch with that singer. If that's like unclear for you, or if you're uncertain about your ability to do that, then what I would do is work with a chromatic tuner and look up like some ear training apps that have a chromatic tuner built in that are specifically for singers. Now, if that's pretty solid, like if you are singing in tune and staying on key when you're singing with the original artist, but maybe you're having issues when you go to like the karaoke track, for example, or the instrumental, then a couple things can help. Memorizing where the melody sits within your range is really helpful. Paying attention to how the melody reacts or interacts with the chords as well. So if I'm clashing with the chords, I should know that. I'll try to give an example. So let's say I'm singing this city sidewalks, busy sidewalks. I should be aware. Yeah. Okay, got it. I should be aware of whether my voice is kind of gelling or sounding like consonant with the instruments. City sidewalks. And of course, that's much easier to do slowly, but you can really hear clearly sidewalks. The pitches that I'm singing in the melody are also in the track. So it sounds like I blend in because I do. I'm actually doubling a pitch on the piano. So if you're having a hard time jumping from the original to the instrumental, I think the best thing to do without getting into the weeds on music theory and stuff would be using Vocal Remover. So it is a free website to use. Sherry Lily, I do not. I don't think. I'm not aware of ever teaching on that. So vocalremover.org, what it allows you to do is you upload the track, whatever song it is that you're working on, and then it will split it into 2 files for you. Music, by which it means the instruments, and vocal. And then what I'd recommend you do is just drag down the volume fader for the vocal part so that you're getting used to singing with just the instrumentation, but you're doing so gradually so it doesn't feel like the bottom has just dropped out from underneath you. And basically just, wean yourself off of listening to the lead vocal. The other things that you can do, like I said, I don't want to get too far in the weeds of music theory, but it is helpful to have a sense of groundedness within the key, meaning know where your home base is and be able to return to it. And you're so welcome, Supermax, and thank you, TS. I'm super glad you find these lessons helpful, and that's why I'm here. I'm here to help. So we'll get into the weeds of music theory for just a little. Staying on key or in the key without deviating from it. We have this kind of like background understanding of a tonal center or a home base pitch. So I'm going to take, I guess we can take this song, Silver Bells, might as well. Okay. So in the key of D, the home base pitch is D. So that single pitch, it happens to be the pitch that this song starts on, but that's not always the case. It generally is the pitch that the melody ends on. because that home bass, that tonal center, gives the song a sense of finality or completion or closure. So this is the pitch. City sidewalks, that's home base. Busy sidewalks, ooh. You kind of always want to be able to return to home base. Dressed in holiday, where's home base? Right there. Style, there's home base. In the air, there's home base. A feeling of Christmas. There's home base. Children laughing, people passing, meeting smile after smile. Okay, so on. Silver bells, soon it will be Christmas Day. We return to home base. So that's one thing that you can do is just Google or, look up what key is the song in and see if you can over and over re-articulate that specific pitch as a way of keeping yourself grounded. Another thing that you can do is whatever key you're in, sing the major, or I'm assuming it's in a major key, but sing the scale before you start to sing the song. So again, with this Silver Bells as our example, key of D. Do, that's my home base. But now I could also sing do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and kind of get my bearings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. City sidewalks, busy sidewalks. That can be helpful because not only do you have that home base pitch, that tonal center, but the key also tells you all of the pitches that belong and all of the pitches that will make up the melody that you're singing. So again, whatever key it's in, D, D major. You can listen to the D major scale, practice it, just to kind of get yourself situated. So again, that might be going a little bit overboard, but it can't hurt. Certainly can't hurt. And yeah, then some other tips that I would give for staying in tune would be, working on some ear training outside of song work. So that's, scales, chords, intervals. Tenuto is a good app for that. It's very inexpensive, and there is you could use the free version that's just a website. So if you go to musictheory.net, you can check out the free exercises on there. And then if you want the convenience of the app, Tenuto is the ear training branch of that. And yeah, and then be aware of, I don't know how much this is possible, but be aware of where you're going off and then try to analyze why. Like, is it a big leap, or, is something happening like technically vocally that you need to pay a little bit more attention to? Like, is there a register shift that's occurring that's, maybe causing you to go out of tune? Okay, Emmanuel, if the instruments are doing a diminished triad, should the harmonies also go that line? So they can. I would say you want it to fit with what the instruments are doing, but you wouldn't necessarily need to arpeggiate what the chord is. But wherever the melody is, kind of as a general rule, we can assume that the melody is probably occupying one of those pitches in the diminished triad. So let's say it's B diminished and the melody is here. Ooh, then it's going to sound best if your harmony is there, or ooh. The other option that you have is to like add on the seventh or fully diminished. Not sure what would sound good within that context, but sometimes it's also an option. This is like getting a little bit advanced, but um, sometimes it also works to add on a second if it's a major chord, for example. So let's say it's a C major chord, C, E, G, and the melody is on a G or an E or a C. It can sound good for the harmony to be on a D, because even though that doesn't belong in the chord, it fits, like aurally it fits. So there are options other than just occupying a chord tone, but in general, that's your safest option. All right. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your patience. And I will be back not next week, but the following. So you'll see Abram August 5th, and then I'll be back on the 12th, and we'll be doing some song work together. Thank you, Wayne, for being here. Supermax, Alls, everyone who was here, whether you were in the chat or just watching, thank you. And I'll see you next time. Bye.